Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Well, this is going to be another Captain Drone video, and I'm wearing my Captain Drone t-shirt, and I've got Captain Drone stuff all over the place just to drive you up the wall with Captain Drone. Anyways, let's get on to this video. It's all about these little drones right here that are pretty cool and glowy. So recently I made a video showing exactly what you get if you bought a drone for $50 Canadian, but expected a $1,000 drone with 4K video and all the obstacle avoidance and all the highlights. And I was expecting people to go, got it. You know, for $50, you don't get a lot. It's pretty bad. But there was an awful lot of people that came back and said, you know, for $50, those drones were really good. Can you make another video like that? So that's what this video is all about. So in front of me, I have two of the latest technology in drones, and both of these drones at the time of the recording of this video will cost you $30 US. I am serious. For $30 US, you can get either of these glowy drones that come in display cases. So the two drones before me would be the JJRC H111. It's really cool in this display case, and you're going to think it's awesome when I show you this thing. And it costs $30 US. And the second one is the S96, and it comes in this larger display case, and it costs $30 US. And you're going to be impressed with both of these because let me tell you what they do. So what do? Well, they do the same thing. They have the same features, except there's a few differences. For instance, this one has 360-degree obstacle avoidance that you can turn on and off in flight. This one has a longer flight time. So I was going to show you both of these drones in one episode, but the episode's going to be too long, so I'm just going to cut it into two videos. So in this video that you're watching here, we're doing this one, the JJRC H111 in the glowy little container. So for $30 US, you get quite a lot with this little baby because you also get the little carry pouch, and there's more stuff in it, including prop guards for indoor flight. This is an indoor-outdoor drone, but I would say it's more indoor than outdoor. Now, one thing you have to be aware of when you buy a $30 drone is that everything you read on a website about this drone might be incorrect for the most part. For instance, if you look at the website, it says this has an 8K camera. It doesn't have an 8K camera. It has more of a 4K camera, but it has a $30 4K camera. What is a $30 4K camera? Well, that's like taking a really good 4K camera and then making it really bad. You'll see that in this video. On the website as well, it's going to tell you it has 20 minutes of flight time. That is incorrect. It has 10 minutes of flight time. It's also going to tell you on the website that the range is pretty far. Now, that is true if you're outdoors and you have no interference because it is Wi-Fi. You might be lucky to get 50 meters of range, and I'll put someplace here what that is in feet. It does have altitude hold, which is perfect for beginners because when you fly, blink, it just sits in the air and waits for your next command, which is really nice. It does have two cameras, one on the bottom and one in the front, and you can switch between them. They're both not very good, but you can switch between them. It does have gesture controls where you can raise your hands and it will recognize that you're a human and take a picture or start a video. It does do flips indoors or outdoors. Just make sure you have enough space. And it does have 3 speeds, and you need those 3 speeds for the days you go outside and there's a bit of a breeze. You might have to put it into speed 2 or speed 3 so that it doesn't get blown away back to China. Now, this display case is actually your controller. So this little item here is what you put the drone on when you're not going to use it anymore. You can if you want. Sit it on there, put the display case on, and kill your batteries. For batteries, this takes 3 batteries. I'll show you a picture of what the batteries are. I believe they're AAA batteries, 3 of them. You can turn the light off if you want. It's up to you if you want to leave it on or off. The light lasts a long time because it's just an LED light. So those 3 batteries that are in here, it would go, you know, for a day or more with the light on. Anyways, you pull this off, blink, and this little thing that it was sitting on, you spin it like that, and it falls to the ground. And then you stick it in the front right here, and you spin it, and now it becomes a cell phone holder when you flip up these little tabs. It's quite ingenious, actually. So your cell phone goes in there. So when you see me flying this with my cell phone, it's sitting in this portion. The drone is foldable, and of course, for $30, you have brushed motors, but they're the modern day brush motors, so they're pretty darn decent. You do have lights in the front, and your camera is adjustable. You take your finger and you adjust it to any direction you like, straight down or straight forward or any spot in between. In the little carry case, you have some options and some accessories like spare props and a few other things, and you have prop guards, which I might put on for flying indoors because this one does not have any obstacle avoidance. So that's your prop guards right there, and they just hook onto the arm. All right, so let me put these prop guards on and we'll take it for an indoor flight. This is what the drone looks like with the prop guards. I'll see if I'll bring it closer here so you can see the back. It's almost like a little spider web around the props. It's pretty decent. So these are included in the kit. Now what I'm going to do is take it for a flight. Now bring it over here. It does have altitude hold, so means I can use one joystick and fly it. It will stay at that height no matter what. If I want to go up, move the joystick up. Want to go down, move the joystick down. It actually looks pretty cool with the little prop guards on it. Here, I'll bring it closer to this camera here. So let's test out the prop guards. I'm going to bang into the wall. I'm flying along. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just going to crash into the wall. Well, there we go. Nothing. So that works, and let's go crash into something else. And boink, 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 it just bounces off that. So, all good. So that is your indoor flight mode, and I can walk around it. It sits pretty still in the air. It's got altitude hold and optical flow underneath. There's a little camera on the bottom, which is quite terrible. All right, so this upper portion is where your phone goes in. Just slide your phone into that space. I have an iPhone 11 Pro Max, and it fits in the upper space, no problem. What you have to do is take your phone and take the Wi-Fi on your phone and connect it to the Wi-Fi of the drone. Now on your phone, make sure you connect to the Wi-Fi shooting out of the drone. After you connect to the Wi-Fi shooting out of the drone, then open your app. The app for this drone is called KYUFO, and you should see something that looks like this. There should be a picture of my phone up here if it's recording. Then click on the start button, and you should see wherever I move this guy, that's what should appear on my phone screen. And we're all set. So let me take this guy, face my head, and put it down here. It's sort of magnified, the image. It's like zoomed in all the time. I don't know why. So I'm just going to go sit back over there, and I will be in the image. I purposely did that so it faces me on the couch, and I can take the phone display and stick it on top of my head, so you'll see what I see. You're looking at the entire interface of the app from the left-hand side all the way over to the right-hand side. So on the left-hand side, you have at the bottom left, take off and land. If I hit that, the drone's going to fly up in the air. I'm not going to touch that. Above that, you have MV, which I'm not going to play with. Then you have your pictures, your media, any videos I've taken or anything like that will be in photos on the left and video on the right. And you can rewatch it on your phone. Then over here, you have your camera. Look at the bottom. So right now, the bottom is showing black because it is sitting on the desk. And look at the forward camera. It's that simple. Over on the right where you see the 4 squares, click on that. First option you have is gesture mode. It shows bunny ears. Raise your hand and it should find you. There we go. See, it sees a hand and it goes 3, 2, 1 and it takes a photo. And I'm showing you the photo now and it probably looks terrible. Next you have a 50 times zoom. And I should have a slider on my right, and I should be able to look at my Captain Drone logo or the phone and everything in it. And there you go. You can zoom in and out. Take that off. Next, you have drone follow. If I click on that, and if the drone is flying, it will follow me. Trust me, it doesn't really follow you. It's going to go all over the place. Next, you have where it looks like a lightning bolt on Harry Potter's head. Click on that. And on the right-hand side of your screen, whatever you draw, that is how the drone is going to fly. So if I draw a circle, you'll see the drone going around the circle? If that drone was in the air, it would fly that pattern. So you can draw a pattern on the right-hand side and the drone will just do that pattern. Next, you have the VR goggles. You can go buy those on Amazon. You basically put your phone in the front and you have 2 displays and it looks like one. Then we're going to jump all the way over to the right. You have 30%, that's your speeds. You can control that on your remote. So I'm putting it back to 30, vice 100. Then you have take a photo and start and stop video. And that's pretty much it. And you have a stop control at the bottom if things are going wrong. Hit that stop thing. So I think you get the point of how the video looks as I move the camera around here and your phone display. And what you get, it is 4K as I mentioned, but it's a $30 4K. So in other words, not very good. But you're only paying $30 US for all of this. So how about I take it outside for a flight, see how it does in the wind, see what the speeds are, you know, the slow speed, the medium speed, the fast speed, the flips, and how good the camera is outside. But before we go outside, let me show you what comes in the box, so check this out. This is the box your drone comes in. Inside the box, you'll find your carry pouch, and inside the carry pouch, you'll find your drone and accessories. First item would be the user manual for the drone and the app. Next we have our drone, which is inside the display case. Removing the cover of the display case, we can see the drone more clearly. The bottom of the display case is the remote and it can glow. Here we can see a close-up of the included camera in the forward section and as well the one on the bottom section. The drone has forward lights as well as rear lights. A few of the accessories included would be the battery charger, spare props, Phillips screwdriver, and prop screws. A set of prop guards are also included. Total takeoff weight of the drone is 72 grams. All right, let's take this little guy outdoors to test out the speeds and the flippy mode and also the camera. How well does it film? Now, it is pretty windy this morning, so I'm in my backyard with my house right over here blocking some of the wind, and hopefully this doesn't fly off into somebody else's yard. Here we go, going up. I've got it in normal speed right now. We're going to change speeds as we go. All right, so it's doing well back here in normal speed. Let's test out how fast it goes. Going away from me. It's going into the wind now. Whoa, yeah, in normal speed in the wind, not very good. Not very good at all. All right, let's change the speed. There we are in medium speed. All right, into the wind. Ah, much better, much better. Okay, that's better. And let's get the spinning blades of death away from my face. This would be a good idea to have the prop guards on at this moment. And now full speed. Here we go, full speed, go, into the wind. Oh yeah, no problem. So full speed, the wind doesn't bother it, and of course going with the wind, it's gone. Let's bring it back against the wind and full speed over my head. Whoa! All right, so we know the speed test works. Let's slow this down, put it back in normal speed. There we are, and let's try flippy mode. So we're standing right here, we're gonna flip it. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What the heck? That thing came right up my head. Try that again. I thought it was going in my eyeballs. I'm going to put it in median mode since it's over there. And we'll flip it. Forward flip. There we go. All right, bring it back this way. And let's do a side flip to the left. Into my house almost. And coming around and then back this way. All right, so flippy mode and everything else works. Now I'm going to hook up my phone and we'll test out how good the camera is in this morning light. So let's bring it over, put it back in normal speed, bring it back to me and land it. There we go. Okay, let's check out the camera. Take this camera, I'm going to point it straight forward. So it is recording video now and I'm going to take it up and this is the image we get. There we are. How's that image? To me, the image looks washed out a bit. It looks a little washed out. I'll turn it around to look at the neighborhood. And how does that look? You can see houses across the street. I'll take it up. There we are. I'll leave it up there. It's blowing around in the wind. How does that look? You can see a house across the street. So if it wasn't windy, it might be okay, but on a windy day, I don't know. And if you wanted to use a drone like this to check your roof, I don't think it would be very good. Here, I'm going to take it up. You can see it way up above me. I'm going to spin it to look at my roof. And yeah, how does that look? There, I'm back in normal speed because there's very little wind back here, and spin you around, bring it down for a landing. There we are. All right, so there's not much more I can show you on this little guy other than to say it's a $30 drone and you get what you pay for, but it's at the top end of the $30 drone. In other words, you get what you pay for, but you get an awful lot. So I'm going to put links to this product below. It's on the BANGGOOD website. It might even be on sale. I might even have a discount code. Check below, check the links, see what you can find. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. The brother of this, which I showed at the beginning of the video, is coming out in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Till then, I say bye.